Hey everybody, and thanks so much for joining our video product review. I'm Sunny Galt with the New Mommy Media Network, and we produce audio podcasts for new and expecting parents. And we also do these video product reviews for you guys. Companies reach out to us, and we love to test products and tell you guys what we think about them. So today, we are talking about a product from a company called Fairhaven Health, and the product is called the Milkies Nipple Nurture Balm, and it is a lanolin-free product that you can apply directly to your nipple to reduce discomfort and help moisturize the area to make breastfeeding more enjoyable. So before we get into the product and we learn all about it, I do want you guys to meet the mamas that tested the product on our behalf. So let's go ahead and go through so you guys can meet them, learn a little bit more about them. Ladies, tell us a little bit more about your family and also what experience you have in using products like these. So Julie, let's start with you.
All right, well, I am married to a wonderful husband. We have two little boys. One's 3 and the youngest is 11 months. Both were breastfed. The 3-year-old still does breastfeed from time to time. As for nipple creams, I've tried, the standard lanolin. And when I was first starting out, I didn't know that you could also just use breast milk and coconut oil, but I have tried those as well.
Okay, wonderful. And Katie, you're up next. Tell us a little bit about your family and your experience using these types of creams.
I'm also happily married, and I'm home right now with my little almost 10-month-old, and he's such a joy, but at the same time, I don't know if it's a blessing or whatever, but he had a tongue tie that went not diagnosed until about 3 months, and so he really destroyed my nipples, and so I pretty much have tried, I think, everything under the sun, anything to help me recover from that experience since we got the revision.
Okay, and last but not least, Patricia, tell us a little bit more about your family and your experience using products like this.
Hi, I'm also happily married. My husband and I have a beautiful 7-month-old daughter, and I just struggled also with a tongue tie, or my childhood tongue tie, as well as her tongue was a little bit large for her mouth. It since has corrected itself, and that caused just a lot of pain when nursing. And I used the product when she was 7-month-old, looking for something that would help with an improper latch, and I can tell my experiences further.
Sure. Wonderful. Okay, well, ladies, thanks so much for being with us today, and we're looking forward to hearing more about your experience with this product. But first, let's take a look at the product so you can see the packaging, see what it looks like. So this is the Milkies Nipple Nurture Balm. It's a natural organic cream, and it is designed to soothe, protect, and heal sore and cracked nipples. It is lanolin-free, like we mentioned. It has no harsh chemicals or additives. You do apply it directly to the nipple, and they recommend you do that after each feeding. And because it's so safe for mom and baby, it does not need to be washed off, which is nice because we're obviously very concerned about what is going into our baby's mouths. It comes in this 1.5-ounce container, and they say that's about a 1-month supply, and it also retails for $11.95. So let's check in with our mamas and see how well this product worked for them. So Julie, back to you. I want to talk a little bit about the ingredients in it. Obviously, it's very important to this company that they used all natural ingredients. It is lanolin-free. And I know, Julie, you at times have an allergic reaction to lanolin products. So how important was it, the ingredients for you in testing out this product?
Well, for me, being told that I was allergic to lanolin before I even started breastfeeding, and then I was later told that the only thing that you could really use to heal your nipples was lanolin, and that really made me nervous. So seeing a product from the get-go, lanolin-free, commercially available, was a big issue for me. And then I looked at all of the ingredients, and not only could I pronounce all of them, I know what they all are, so that was definitely big in my book.
Okay, and no allergic reaction to this product that you just tested? Okay, okay. All right, Katie, you're up. So what did you think about the all-natural ingredients?
I also, anything that's all natural and any of the ingredients that I know and recognize and pronounce, I'm on board with that, just like Julie. In my experience of trying all different balms, I haven't liked the lanolin just because I feel like it's a really strong smell and leaves a very sticky texture and substance that I don't like washing off my hands. And I feel that it has stained clothes of mine in the past. But with this balm, once I know once I saw one of the greens was olive oil, I knew that I would like it because I tried another balm that was similar to olive, or that had, it was an olive oil based. And so that was exciting for me, and I felt that out of all the balms I've tried, the olive oil based ones are the ones that I've really liked.
Okay, and Patricia, what do you think about the ingredients?
That was actually what I liked most about the product, and I had used a lanolin-free product before, but for some reason the ones I'd used were grainy in texture. I'm not sure why, but I love that these were all organic, and I felt comfortable using this with my daughter, and that was the reason I would purchase it again.
All right, so that leads me into the next question. I do want to talk about consistency and the texture and the smell of it. So Julie, back to you. I know you have your product there, and I know sometimes it's difficult to kind of show, but if you could kind of give us a look inside the container, and then tell us a little bit about what you thought about the consistency of it, the texture of it, and you know, how that worked for you.
Well, for me, the product came a bit runny. So I don't know if you can tell here, but it's like pretty ready just to run right out of there. So for me, that was a bit of a turn off because when I just first opened it, it just nearly ran completely out onto my floor. I was expecting something a little bit thicker since it does come in this kind of a container. For the consistency I got, I was expecting like a tube. And so I found myself applying just a very, very little amount. And to me, the smell of this was a little bit stronger than lanolin, and it was a little bit more off-putting. But once I did apply it, I didn't smell it, and I didn't even notice it.
Okay. All right, we'll let you take care of your kiddo there. And Katie, let's turn it over to you. So I know your consistency, which it's interesting, your consistency, and I think Patricia's as well, was a little bit different. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, when I opened the jar, the other product that I was referring to that was olive oil based, that one was definitely really runny, and I had a hard time applying that, whereas this one, when I opened the jar that Julie showed you, it had a much more thicker consistency, so it wasn't runny at all for me. And I actually liked the smell. I didn't feel like it had an overpowering smell. I thought it was enjoyable to, you know, put on and smell at the same time. So.
Okay, and Patricia, what did you think of the consistency and the smell?
I did think it was a little bit runny, but I think if you refrigerate it, because I noticed when it was cooler, it was thicker in consistency. So I wonder if refrigerating it might make it a little bit thicker, because it is just slightly inconvenient putting on such a liquidy substance and getting changed. And I felt like that it came off much quicker. So I'd be interested, I haven't done it yet, but I'd be interested in maybe refrigerating it and seeing if it got a little bit thicker.
That's a good idea. Okay, so let's talk now about how you guys use the product. Julie, we're going to head over back to you. And, you know, how often did you use it? Did you use it directly, you know, right after breastfeeding your baby? Was it every time? Tell us a little bit about how you used it and also how well you think it worked given your specific situation.
I didn't use it every single time. I pretty much just used it as I felt I needed it. My main concern right now is just dryness, not really cracked or bleeding. So I used it when I felt I needed to. I feel like it didn't work as quickly as lanolin, but it did work as effectively. It just took a little bit longer.
How long would you say it took on average compared to lanolin?
Maybe just a day longer, not much longer at all.
Okay. All right, and Katie, what did how did you use the product? How often did you use it, and how well did it work for you?
I used it pretty much after every feeding. I found that with this product, you know, it was really interesting because I could compare. On one side I was sore, and on the other side I actually had a crack and was bleeding. And so it was really interesting for me to compare how it was working. And I would definitely say that it works more as a preventative measure, I think, with dryness and soothing sore nipples, but as an after-the-fact healing something that's cracked and bleeding, I didn't see any help in that sense in you know, finding a solution to that problem. But as far as the soreness, and if you use it more preventatively, and I think that's why I used it almost every feeding. That's where I noticed it was nice to have, and it was a nice difference.
Okay. And Patricia, how did you use it, and how well did it work for you?
I used it once or twice a day. I applied it with cotton swab. And since I was saying before, I was using it kind of a later stage in nursing where I wasn't experiencing the cracked and dryness. And I think because of that, it would be more effective for that. So just as far as the pain from an improper latch, I didn't see as much help with that, but I definitely want to use it when I do have. The texture just feels like it would work very well on dryness, cracked, sore.
Okay, wonderful. All right, and our last question, ladies, is would you recommend this to another parent? Julie, back to you.
I do think it is a great product to try out because every mom's going to find one thing that works perfectly for her, and it's definitely something to try.
Katie, you're up. Would you recommend this to somebody else?
I also would definitely recommend it because I think, like Julie said, it's definitely worth trying. It wasn't an unpleasurable experience at all. And I think especially, I know I'm more later in the breastfeeding stages and kind of dealing with the aftermath of something that I wish I had solved sooner. But, for a future child, God willing, I would try that from the beginning. So, and in the hopes of avoiding the sore nipples and the pain that I have now.
And I love that your son is just totally smiling at the camera. It's like pointing at it and smiling. That's so awesome. Okay, and Patricia, what did you think? Would you recommend this to another parent?
Yeah, I agree. If we're blessed with another child, I'm bringing this to the hospital. And I'm gonna try it right away because I think it really would be more useful in the earlier stages. And I do love and I'm confident in the organic products. That's probably my favorite thing about it. So I would definitely encourage other people to buy it.
All right, wonderful. Well, again, ladies, thanks so much for testing this product on our behalf. And we do want to thank Fairhaven Health for giving us the opportunity. We've been able to test some of their products, and we really enjoy doing that. So thanks so much for Fairhaven Health. And we're going to put up their URL right here. So if you do want to purchase this product, you can go to their website and purchase directly from there, fairhavenhealth.com. And then after you do that, head on over to our website, which is newmommymedia.com. Again, we produce audio podcasts for new and expecting parents. All of our episodes are available through our website and also through our free apps. So, the website is a great place to check us out. And so that's also where you can find other great video product reviews and regular product reviews that we've done. So check us out, and we'll see you back here on the next video product review. Thanks so much.